I'm Stewart Bloor, and if I had hair, it would be wet. First drop of rain we've had for ages. I'm at Woodland Lodge, one of the 2 pools that's on the Kimber Freeliners ticket, and I have been here before. If you follow my angling journal regularly, you'll know that I came after perch. But this time, I'm here to do an overnighter for carp. It's a pretty wet night, as I've said, and you can probably gather from hearing the rain on my shelter. I've just got here, dropped the stuff off at the pool, and then I've drove the car back to a safe spot so that if it does continue to rain, as it is predicted through the night, then at least I won't be stranded come the morning. Right, let's get set up. I might have a special guest on later. He lives local and he said he's going to pop along. So if he does and he braves the rain, he'll be on the film. I'm fishing boilie. I'm fishing with SBS baits. It's called the M1 boilie, and there's the big bag of baits, 16mm, that I'm fishing on the right rod. I'm fishing right up fairly tight to an island. I'll show you that in a moment. And I'm fishing that on the bottom, and then on the left rod I'm actually fishing the M1 but the pop-up, and that's a 12mm, and I'll show you one of the rigs in a moment. They're both very similar, and I'll show you the pop-up rig. It stopped raining now. During the time I was setting up, I was absolutely soaked, but by the time I've got the shelter up and ready to fish, the rain's knocked off. Never mind. Let me show you my pop-up rig. It's very, very simple. There's a shot there, which is the lead that takes to the bottom, and then the boilie, if you're not familiar with a pop-up, this is how it works. The boilie rises above that, so it sits just above that lead there. And of course, if you've ever seen goldfish feed, well, carp are just big goldfish. They come, they suck the food in, spit it out, suck it in, spit it out, and as the carp is attracted to the bait that is slightly off the bottom and above the bottom baits that I'll be putting around it, of course it sucks it in, and as it then tries to eject the bait again from its mouth, the hook will take, the carp will feel the resistance and bolt, and then the lead, and it's hooked, and then I'm into a fish. Well, that's the theory anyway. Hopefully I'll put that into practice during the night. With the right hand rod, I'm just casting that straight out and throwing bait around it. But with this particular one, because there is more chance of a pop-up tangling during the cast, obviously with the lead on there, I'm fishing a PVA bag around it. During the day you can see where you're casting, you can see what you're doing, and you can see if there's a tangle, but during the night, during the hours of darkness, it's not possible to do that. But with a PVA bag, the weight of the bag keeps everything nice and tight as you cast out, and then as it falls to the bottom, PVA bag breaks up, you've got a nice little bed of bait there, bottom bait, and then standing above it you've got the pop-up. So that should work. I'm ready to cast out. There's my PVA bag with the pellet mix in it and the boilies on top. Let's go. Well, my special guest has arrived, as you saw, Steve Williams, the main man at Kimber. So Steve, what do you reckon my chances are tonight?
Well, it's dropped a bit cold tonight, Stuart, I'm afraid for you. Yeah, with big drop in temperature the last few days, but to be honest, there's been a few nice fish come out the pool, so you know, you are really in with the chance. Done some carp, done mirrors up to 17.5 the last few weeks, so you know, you're in with the chance with your new bait. I think you'll be alright. I think it's got the temperature's going to be a problem tonight. It's dropped cold. I mean, at the end of the day, you've got bait in the water. You've got a chance for fish. I shan't catch tonight because I'm not fishing. I've been on a training course tonight, so hence the attire. But no, I think, you know, there's always a chance. Small pool like this, they're never far away from you. You've got good baits. You're in a good swim, so I think, you know, they patrol the island where your baits are. Yeah, I think you've got a chance, mate. I think
excellent.
You'll be letting me know tomorrow morning that you've caught.
That sounds good to me.
So, nice one.
It's my third session. I'm yet to catch, you can see behind me there, a tree. I've got a bottom bait fished just off the edge of that tree and then swinging around. It's quite a tight-ish swim. You can see another tree there and I've got a bait fished just off the edge of there. That's a pop-up. Am I confident? Well, I'm going to stick my neck on the line and say that very, very confident I am, and I will catch a carp tonight. A carp! At least I've hooked into one anyway. Let's hope I can land it. It's took the pop-up. M1 12mm pop-up. That's the left-hand rod that I'm fishing with tonight. I think you can see a little bit of the bend there of the rod. Certainly pulling. It's in the side now. About to slip the net into the pool. It's going again. In the net. It's a small common. That was fantastic. As you can see from the photograph, not a massive fish, but it did not fight. The hanger shot right up, smacked against the rod, and the line was peeling off. And at that moment in time, you don't know whether you've got a 20 on or just a 3 or 4 pound fish. They really race off. But after 2 nights of blanking on his baits, Des Taylor will be a happy man because I finally caught a fish. So he won't sack me just yet. Into another fish on the pop-up as well. Bringing it in now. Don't know if you can hear it splashing around. The nights come to an end, the sessions come to an end, and the videos come to an end. I had half a dozen small carp during the night. Pool number 1, I think, is full of lots of smaller carp. There are some bigger ones in here. I could hear 1 or 2 crashing during the night. Pool number 2, where I blanked for the first 2 sessions, not so many fish, but they are bigger in there. And I think that's the option that you have. If you want a nice session, plenty of fish, rod bending action, maybe bringing a youngster into the sport, then you can't do any worse than fish pool number 1. Car parking's good down here. You park right by the pool, access is good, it's safe, nice place to fish, so definitely recommended for anyone in that category. But pool number 2, that's what I've got my eye on really, to get amongst those elusive carp that inhabit those waters.